Superposition of two mutually perpendicular harmonic motions of same period. Students, according to the principle of superposition, when a number of waves simultaneously pass through a point in a medium, then the resultant displacement of the wave at the point is equal to the algebraic sum of the displacements of the individual waves. Suppose x1, x2, x3 and so on are the displacements of different wave at a point simultaneously. Then their resultant displacement x is nothing but x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 and plus so on. So this is the resultant displacement of the two or more mutually perpendicular harmonic motions. Now we want to determine the superposition of two mutually perpendicular harmonic motions of same period and equal frequency. Let a particle be subjected simultaneously to two mutually perpendicular simple harmonic motions of equal time period but of different amplitudes and different phase constants, and one of them acting along the x axis and other acting along the y axis. Then the two simple harmonic motions having the same center as the origin. The particle moves in a plane in such a way that its two coordinates x and y oscillates with simple harmonic motions, and its equation represents as following. That is, x is equal to a sine omega t plus alpha. This is the equation for the first particle which is moving along the x axis, and the expression for the displacement along the y axis, y is equal to b sine omega t plus beta. Here in these two equations, the particles which moving in a plane in such a way that its two coordinates, that is x and y, oscillates with simple harmonic motions, and equations are nothing but given by equation 1 and 2, where omega, what is omega? That is small w is the angular frequency, is the angular frequency. Angular frequency. And A and B. What are the A and B? A and B represents the amplitudes. A and B represents amplitudes. And what about the alpha and beta? Alpha and beta represents the phase constants. Phase constants. Okay, and x and y are the displacements of two simple harmonic motions. Okay, now therefore x upon a is equal to sine of omega t plus alpha, that is equal to sine of omega t into cos of alpha plus cos of omega t into sine of alpha, into sine of alpha. Similarly, we can determine y upon b is equal to sine of omega t plus beta. that is equal to, according to the trigonometric formula, sin of a plus b is equal to sin of a into cos of b plus cos of a into sin of b. Similarly, sin of omega t cos of beta plus cos of omega t into sin of beta. Okay, now multiplying equation 3 by sin beta, we get, multiplying equation 3 by sin beta, we get what? We get x upon a into sin of beta is equal to sin of omega t into cos of alpha into sin of beta plus cos of omega t into sin of alpha into sin of beta. Okay, here we multiplied by sin of beta to the equation number 3, and similarly we can multiply the equation 4 by sin of alpha. Equation 4, that is y upon b into sin of alpha. By multiplying sin of alpha to the equation 4, we get y upon b is equal into sin of alpha is equal to sin of omega t into cos of beta into sin of alpha plus cos of omega t into sin of beta into sin of alpha. So here we multiplied by the sin beta and sin alpha to the equation 3 and 4, then we get equation 5 and equation 6. Equation 5 and equation 6. Now subtract equation 6 from equation 5 we get. Now subtracting equation 6 from 5 we get, after subtracting we get here, that is x upon a into sin beta minus y upon b into sin alpha, that is left hand side. Subtraction of left hand side of equation 5 and 6 is equal to subtraction of right hand side, that is nothing but sin of omega t into cos of alpha into sin beta plus cos of omega t into sin alpha into sin beta minus sin of omega t into cos of beta into sin alpha plus cos of omega t into sin beta into sin alpha. We get this equation. Okay, equation number 7. Then by using trigonometric formula, which formula? Sin of a minus b is equal to sine of a minus b is equal to sine a into cos b, sine a into cos b minus cos a into sine b. Using this formula, we can determine the above expression. Therefore, x upon a into sine beta minus y upon b into sine alpha is equal to sine omega t into sine beta minus alpha. Now squaring this equation, equation 6, we get what we get? We get here x upon a into sine of beta minus y upon b into sine of alpha bracket square is equal to sine square omega t into sine square beta minus alpha. Solving this, we get x square upon a square into sine square beta plus y square upon b square into sine square alpha minus 2xy upon ab into sine of beta into sine of alpha is equal to sine square omega t into sine square beta minus alpha. So similarly, we get here the expression for the x upon a. Similarly, multiplying the equation 3 and 4, multiplying equation 3 by cos of beta and equation 4 by cos of alpha. Therefore, we get x upon a cos of beta is equal to sine of omega t into cos of alpha into cos of beta plus cos of omega t into sine of alpha into cos of beta, and y upon b is equal to into cos of beta is equal to sine omega t into cos of beta into cos of alpha. Now in this equation we multiply the cos of alpha to the equation 4. Thereby plus cos of omega t into sine of beta into cos of alpha. Equation number 8 and this is 9. equation 9. Now subtracting equation 9 from 8. Subtracting equation 9 from equation 8, we get, what we get? We get x upon a into cos of beta minus y upon b into cos of alpha is equal to cos of omega t into bracket sin alpha into cos beta minus sin beta into cos alpha. That is equal to cos of minus cos of omega t sin of